Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. My name is Tyler.
My name's Shane.
And this is Native Nonsense. So today's video is about something that's been trending for the last couple months, and it is Mckamey Manor.
Extreme haunted house. So they say.
Yeah, so they say. So Mckamey Manor started as an extreme haunt, and when it started, it was actually an extreme haunt where they would scare you, could get a little physical with you, you know, touch you.
But it didn't go past that.
Yeah, it wasn't anything aggressive like it is today.
It was child friendly, technically based, more or less child friendly, parent supervision type deal.
Yeah.
No big deal. Same as every other haunted house that's ever existed.
Some fake blood thrown on you, water, you know, bear hug,
jump scares, you know, the works.
Which is mainly what an extreme haunted house is supposed to be, is jump scare. It's supposed to scare you, not hurt you. But over the years, up until I would say like 5 years is when it started getting very violent and aggressive.
Definitely. To go into Mckamey Manor, you have to sign a 40-page waiver, which there's a lot of speculation on this waiver, if it's backed by lawyers, etc., whatever. And a bag of dog food. It doesn't matter what kind of dog food it is, that is your admission to this haunted house, to this extreme haunt.
The point of the dog food is to make it not an official business. If you were to pay him for it, it'd be a business.
Making profit from what he's doing.
And OSHA would definitely not approve the circumstances which you're put under.
Yes.
Because any kind of business has OSHA laws.
Now when we say extreme, this is beyond extreme nowadays.
This is like Hostel Part 4 from Russ McKay.
This is bad.
Yeah.
This is why we're covering this, because a lot of it is what I believe and what he believes, and a lot of people believe that it's actually very illegal what he's doing, and very, very sinister.
You have to be medically cleared, physically, mentally, to even get into the manor, which is a tour. He calls it a tour. You have to do a FaceTime call with Russ McKamey, kind of like a personal interview on Facebook. You have to do challenges, which are different for everybody, such as like you have to go around and kiss 10 different people on video, or go around and sing a song, or it's just any kind of challenge that kind of embarrass you. Because I feel like the whole aspect of this is they like to see people humiliated.
Yes.
It gets them off.
And they love the controlling aspect of it, but we'll get into that more here in a minute.
So if you, for instance, have a brain injury or something severe, they won't let you go through it because the severity of the tour, it would kill you, more than likely, or cause severe damage. Some of the things included in the tour which you would go through on the waiver. The waiver, by the way, you have to sit down and read with Russ, which can take up to 4 hours. You have to read it line by line, initial every single thing, and sign the bottom with your address and phone number to show that you went through it in case, you know, you try to sue him afterwards.
Trying to cover his assets.
Which has happened. Yeah. People definitely want to get it shut down that have went through it and didn't expect it to be that extreme.
With good reasoning,
yeah,
I would say, with good reasoning.
So some of the things included in the waiver are bone breaking,
pulling teeth,
shaving your hair and eyebrows included,
any kind of, well, what he doesn't call waterboarding.
He pretty much puts like a beanie or a potato sack over your head and puts water over the top of it, which is pretty much waterboarding.
It's dangerous. No matter what he says, it's dangerous.
Even a few seconds of it can cause permanent damage if it so happens to get into your lungs.
Extreme anxiety that can lead to any kind of heart attack.
Which has happened as well. But he said the heart attack was due to the contestant being overweight and out of shape, but if he had to pass a physical, why would you allow him to go into there if you knew he wasn't safe to go through it?
No kidding.
Also, you would get cuts, bumps, swelling, bruises, sprains. They can gag you, choke you. One video, they actually put a rope through the guy's mouth on the side and rubbed it back and forth to rub burn the corners of his mouth.
That's awful.
Which is very painful.
That's awful.
Extremely painful.
Now, when this haunted house started, okay, extreme haunt started. It started, as we were saying in the beginning, as a very mediocre, you know, haunted house that everyone usually has. You know, we'll call it the mom and pop of haunted house world.
Yeah.
Through the years, I guess it's gotten worse, and there has been a lot of people that have spoken against it, saying that it's gotten much worse.
And most of those people were scared to say anything up until recent because they are deathly afraid of Russ. He messed with them so bad, they're scared to even say anything that he did to them.
His ex-wife.
Yeah, Carol.
Ex-wife, yeah, and a few other people that he's threatened.
Yeah, his ex-wife Carol, his ex-girlfriend Holly, they have both previously been interviewed in the last month about their story finally. Just pretty much all manipulation, control to the aspect of everything. Food, cleaning, they weren't allowed to leave, they weren't allowed to drive anywhere unless he drove them there. I mean, they weren't allowed to do anything at all. And this is coming from their mouth, not from my mouth. And this is all allegedly.
Allegedly.
But this is what they stated in their interview, so I'm just going off that.
We've looked up plenty of research to back up all these things that we're speaking on.
Hours and hours and hours and weeks of research. Just so we have a clear vision of what this whole thing's about, not just watching one video and saying they kill people.
Yeah, we're not here to just talk any kind of nonsense or false accusations.
Native nonsense.
Just to shut him down. We're here for the educational purpose strictly, to give the information out to the right people that want to listen.
Because some might do it thinking it's not as bad, and then they're going to leave mentally scarred, and it's not worth it if you can prevent it. So the manor is built on your biggest fears, which Russ has stated it's his biggest fears, such as putting spiders on your face, going through cages that have rats or snakes in them, being buried alive. Anything. He asks what's your top 3 fears, and he will base your tour around it. So not everybody's going to have the same tour. It just depends on what you're most scared of. He wants to use that against you. The
fact that we've watched some interviews with Russ and him speaking on some of the tours that he's had, past tours, etc. In my personal opinion, it seems that he enjoys this. And I mean, on the level of something that you should be concerned of. It's not a healthy type of level that I'm speaking on right now. It's creepy. If you look up some YouTube videos or anything like that of him speaking on the tour that he's had, it's very disturbing.
Sexual fetish
is what a lot of people claim that he has, is the sexual fetish behind it, which I personally do believe.
If someone's crying and in pain and bleeding and you're like laughing and smiling, enjoying it, then you're not right in the head regardless how much of an extreme haunter you are.
Yeah.
That's personal gain.
And some of the people that have worked with him have seen this firsthand, and they've quit, right? They've quit.
There's been a few of the people that were actors have started by going through a tour and ended up wanting to go as an actor to torture people themselves. They liked it so much because they're not right in the head, but there's also a lot of actors that quit when it got so extreme over the years because they did not feel comfortable doing it. And there's one girl who actually spoke out in one of his personal videos, and they were all pretty much making fun of her for even speaking against him, saying she's crazy, this and that, because she said it just got so bad and disgusting she didn't want to be a part of it. And they pretty much talked her down. You could see her just how scared she was to even be around him in a private area.
Her demeanor would completely change.
It was very scared to even speak out on him like most contestants.
Some of these tours are on a live feed through Facebook that you can watch, some of these people's tours and whatnot. Allegedly, there are some of the worst cuts of these said tours that are on the dark web in the red room is what they would call it. Red room. For all these Vegas viewers that allegedly pay to watch this torture that is not shown to us, because it is so bad.
And this comes from Russ's mouth. He didn't say red room or dark web, but he said sometimes people pay up to $500 to view the video, and he's had up to 25, 50 people per video, which that's a lot of money.
And this is from his mouth. This is coming from him.
Yeah, it's his live feed. And to view these live videos on his Facebook, he has a Mckamey Manor page. You have to join, and to join it, you have to say like top 10 favorite horror movies, this, just to get into it so you could watch them. You potentially have an 8-hour tour if you can make it from start to finish, but he makes it impossible to finish so that way you can never win. People have gotten close, but if you can't physically make it, he can pull the plug whenever he wants when he thinks you're mentally or physically unfit, even if you could still go on just so you couldn't win the $20,000.
I'll say you're not mentally unfit, just it's a scam.
It was apparently never there to win from his wife's mouth.
I personally don't believe it was there ever to. No. I personally don't believe that.
No.
Even not from his wife's mouth, but just knowing the way that, seeing these videos and the way that he reacts and the way he likes it, and it just seems like it's all just a facade, just for personal gain. I personally believe, and I will always believe, that it excites him.
Yeah, you can just hear it in his voice.
Eyes, I can hear it in his voice. It's just the way he smiles about it and just talks about it. It's f***ed up, and it's not okay, and I know it's not.
He supposedly will give you the option of a safe word, that if it's too much, you can stop, but he still wouldn't stop if he doesn't want to. He'll keep going no matter how many times you say it, unless he finds you to be near death or near mental breaking.
And there's been so many times that he's done that.
Yeah.
That he's done this.
It's like every time it feels like.
Yeah, to these people. He's done it so many times, and I know that's another reason as to how he enjoys it the way I think he does, the way that we think he does.
Pretty much by begging him, giving him all the power, he likes that. He likes being, and if you notice, a lot of the contestants are females, and I mean, that speaks for itself.
Allegedly, he's had problems in the past with his childhood, mental and physical abuse from his mother. And the fact that he's targeting women, it seems so more so targeting women and giving them the worst punishment is just, that backs up the theory entirely, in my opinion.
And he gives them nicknames, the females, like Kitty, come here kitty cat, or stuff like that's just creepy, and it's just inappropriate to begin with. It's supposed to have no sexuality, and it's in the waiver, there will be no sexual advances or anything, but even just small things like calling kitty cat is weird. It's perverted.
And there have been claims on sexual harassment that's happened on these tours from all parties, all parts of the tour, of the workers, including Russ, of course.
Yeah. There's also, allegedly, he can inject you with drugs or give it to you orally.
A hallucinogen, basically.
That is not proven yet, but, I mean, there's some people, like, her name's Christina Buster, that don't remember the majority of her third tour because she said he gave her something and she don't remember a lot of it. So, that right there, I mean,
and theoretically speaking, allegedly, that part that she doesn't remember, that she claims she don't remember, why wouldn't it have gone on the dark web?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be in the Red Room for all the Las Vegas viewers? Think about it. She don't remember it. Why doesn't she remember it?
Because it was in the van, and the van has an ice chest in the back that they filled with water, and she don't remember getting in there at all, but she said when the tour was over, she was soaking wet. Yeah. So, going in freezing ice cold water, you would be aware. Even if you were asleep, it would wake you up. So you would have to have been given something.
Very powerful.
Yeah.
Some type of extreme sedative would be the only thing that would do that.
It's just from evidence of what you see and what he says, but then he's like, oh, it's not reality, it's just a game.
Yeah.
But when you say stuff like that, it's hard to not believe that it's true. Because, like, his daughter's like, oh, he don't really inject people, it's a retractable needle. What if she sees one that he wants her to see and you don't see the actual one being used?
Think about it.
You can't believe everything he says. He's a very big manipulator and a very big liar.
Yeah.
He will lie. And he's also, coming from his wife and his ex-wife's mouth, allegedly a pedophile. He likes to go to Walmart and look at little kids, or there's been people that actually messaged his ex-girlfriend saying she's seen how he looked at her daughter and how Holly, his ex-girlfriend, looked at him mad that he was even looking at their daughter like that. So he's just sick and twisted. Everywhere around you could think of, that's how just disgusting he is. So I would recommend the best way to stop the tours and the Mckamey Manor in general is don't support his channels, don't give him views, don't give him what he wants, even if you're negative. Any kind of views helps him, bad or good, it still puts him out there. You know, don't give him any kind of advertisement. Let's just eventually kill even talking about this, but it's good to get it out.
We're talking about this for the knowledge aspect. You guys need to get up to speed on these type of things, because these are very important subjects, because these are dangerous for a lot of people. And there's a lot of things, like we said, allegedly, that we probably don't see, that a lot of us don't see
at all.
We don't see the live feeds. We don't see a lot of the crazy things that he does to these people. This is a terrible thing. This is modern day torture.
Yep, it's torture. And
legal.
He's moved several locations. I think is probably due not to the fact that he got pretty much ran out of town, but laws. Each state has different laws. Like California, it's not illegal to waterboard you. So what a perfect state to do this in, you know, because he gets away with it easy. Legally, he won't get in trouble for it.
Not to mention his neighbors are constantly complaining about him.
They're scared of him.
They call authorities. They complain about, you know, they told officers that he's dragging somebody behind his truck, or he's dragging them through a field, or doing this and that, and it's just, they're not comfortable with it. If I had somebody living right next door to me doing that, I would not be comfortable at all. I'd probably start swinging because I wouldn't know what's going on.
And these people have little kids, knowing that he looks at little kids and also he does the torture stuff together. Yeah, any parent would be scared to even live around him.
Yeah, people have petitioned to get him out of the town, you know, to get him away from them and the kids.
Tens of thousands of people have signed it.
And by by reason, by good reason. I don't understand why it hasn't happened yet, you know?
There's also a theory that he pays off the police in the local town because he calls them before each tour to warn them that there's a tour going on, and if you hear screams and people calling about hearing screams and chainsaws and this and that, not to come because it's just a tour. So if he did something dangerous, like they wouldn't even show up.
The boy who cried wolf.
Yeah.
If something really bad did happen, they'd be like, it's alright.
They just think it's a tour.
It's just a haunted tour.
Yeah. And if he targeted people that had nobody in their lives, he could easily get rid of them, and you would never even know they're gone because nobody knew about them. They didn't have anyone in their family, no friends, so that would be the easiest to torture to death and then hide the body. Get rid of it.
See, these are very dangerous things that a lot of people I see ignore anymore, and it's sad. You got people that pay more attention to the death of an MC or the death of somebody, blah, blah, or somebody gets arrested that's famous. What about what's really going on to actual human beings?
Legal torture. How's that?
This is dangerous. This is not okay. This should have been stopped a long time ago.
But we can stop it if we all work together and put it to an end. Get the word out there how dangerous it is. Hopefully, eventually, it can go all the way up to like the FBI or something to investigate them.
And if you have to, don't take our word for it. We are getting this out there. Sure, yes, we do appreciate the views if you do happen to be watching. Educate yourself with this. Google it. Go on YouTube. Mckamey Manor. Look up these things. These are extremely important.
There's several channels because he has to keep going channel to channel to channel because it either gets hacked or something, which I don't know. But the latest one with the most gruesome videos is called Mckamey Manor Presents, if you want to look up for background information. But there's also a few small channels that have done live feeds of his ex-wife and ex-girlfriend. You just have to search them on here. It's so many different ones. I couldn't even begin to list the names of them, but you can find whatever you want.
Educate yourself.
Yeah. Look up Russ live streams in general, and it'll be him talking about all the stuff he does and how excited he is to torture and this and that. So it's out there if you want to do your research on it, but don't give him the proper advertisement he wants. Only look into it if you're trying to get it shut down, because that's all we need to do is get it shut down and put him in jail, honestly.
Yes.
He needs to be away from people. He's not mentally sane. He is a sociopath, and he's just disgusting in every which way I've seen. So
this is classic, like you said, classic sociopath behavior. You know, he gets brought up from a hard childhood, you know, allegedly, and now he acts like this, and all the things that his wife has said. I mean, his ex-wife, excuse me. All the people that have done tours, the things that he said personally out of his own mouth on these videos. Extremely concerning.
Evidence against himself, and it's physical evidence. It's recorded evidence, so I don't know how that's not enough.
That's all that's needed.
How much more can you get besides him talking in a freaking recording?
Yeah. Allegedly, he is being investigated through the feds.
Yeah.
That is allegedly. Don't quote me on it. But as far as I know, he's being investigated through all the, you know, finally people speaking up on it. Getting all this information out there and trying to get their story told.
Yep. The current locations are in Alabama and Tennessee. It was previously in San Diego, but it had to get moved.
Yeah.
But they also think that there's only one location, I believe, in Tennessee, and the Alabama location's fake. And he just wants you to think you're driving from location to location when he's really just driving around parking lots in circles with you blindfolded, thinking you're traveling to all these different locations, all these different stunts, and it's apparently all fake too, coming from his wife's mouth. So it's just hard to believe anything he says. He's a charmer. He does talk nice to people, like on the feeds, and make you think he's a good guy, but he's not. That's how people get into your mind. So don't let him fool you. And if Russ, you see this, I think you're disgusting, and I'm glad that the word's getting out how bad you are, and you deserve everything coming to you. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
So with that said, that is our video. We're going to make this into a series. We want to do a couple side videos on certain contestants and hopefully interview them if we could.
That'd be so great if you guys could reach out to us. We'd love it.
Yeah.
Please like, subscribe, share if you could. Get the word out there. This is extremely important. Comment below, of course. Let us know your opinion or maybe personal preference or personal... Maybe you had a personal experience. That'd be great. Just comment below, and we will definitely reply to you. 100% will reply to you because your voice matters and your story matters 100% with something that is this serious and this bad.
He might laugh at you, but no one else probably will.
We're not laughing at you.
No. Hit the notification bell if you want to see any further uploads. It will tell you every single time we upload a new video. So that's it for today. We're done.
We're done, guys. Without further ado.
Cut, crap, out, Tyler. Shit, hi, bye.
I'm Shane.
I'm Tyler.
We'll see you again next time on Native Nonsense.
Peace.